Good afternoon, April the 28th, 2016. One more trading day for the month. And tomorrow, because it is the last day of the month, it's going to be harder to get a sale off, in my opinion, than it is today. So probably looking at a trading range tomorrow. Came in this morning, wanted to buy the 70-72 area. It would have taken 77.50s to get off along or higher. This is high as 81. Unanswered buying all the way up, just no signs of selling. This is a 5-minute screen. We normally work at 3. This buy, and this buy, all produced trades. This first S over here, profits, scratch. The second S over here, profits. This third S, this retest failure, could have been chopped up there, could have had a loser. Then this monkey trader S has produced a trade like the first one did. This morning. We did actually favor the short side of the market based on what happened overnight, but the key was going to be the 50-lot trader, and you can see from the second bar on the 50-lot trader was long, and the 50-lot trader really didn't start to go short in size until this area right here, and then they've added to their shorts into the close. So again, the key to the market is, what does the Fed want out of it? And this morning, if our market had sold early on the opening, given the selling in Asia, given the selling in Europe, it could have gotten out of hand. So if you're a conspiratorist, believe in conspiracy theory, if you think the Fed's actively supporting the market, who would be the buyer into that type of news situation? And certainly the Fed would be the most likely buyer in those situations. So this trading today, we took 2 trades in the room, both losers. We'd said they were counter trend trades. They were against what the market was doing. I'm on a 5-minute screen, so we missed one of the S's that was over here. They were low probability trades. Both trades were prefaced that way. Why? Because we were well above the blue line right there. And eventually a counter trend trade is going to get you on the right side of the market. Now on the 5-minute screen right here, there's nothing but buys up to that. On the 3-minute screen, you could have had 5 losers before the market finally topped. So much better trading off the 5-minute price increment today than there was off the 3-minute. And the 5-minute trade slows it down, probably keeps you in about that max of 10 trades per day. Okay, starting out this morning, started out with a loser off this Tablet indicator. The signal was to find a place to get short, and the first place you had a chance to get short was in this 83 area right here. You stopped out right there. You were long at the 89 area, had a chance up here to make some profits out of it. Market crosses the green line. You're short in the 89.50, 90 area. We don't stop out. And so worst case, you're short in the 89.50. We're at 72.50, and that's 15 points plus. And yesterday on the close, there was a 10-point trade. So you do get chopped up on this. Yesterday, there was a plus 2.5, minus 2.5, and then there was a 10-point trade yesterday. This one, you had a loss of 5 points. Right up here in this one, you could have made 5 points. So those two could have canceled each other out. So you could have entered this trade down anywhere from, say, 2 to, depending on where you got out, to maybe 3, minus 3 points to a scratch. Taking this trade right here short off of this setup would have put you in at 15. So a minus 3 points, that's 12 points ahead. It's a pretty good way of looking at the market if you can absorb 3 to 5 points losses when the market is choppy, and that's hard to do day in and day out. So what for tomorrow? End of the month. Now, this is the first month of the second quarter. The first month does not bring in near the incentive to buy as the third month of the quarter does. And the outside day right here on the I period. It wraps H, so this one favors a trading range tomorrow. If we look at the F2 screen on the E-mini, we have a new move out of the middle, and L period comes right off of this high volume area right there, and then the market is selling right now. So pretty good chance of a trading range tomorrow. Tomorrow we do have news. Personal income up 0.3. Personal spending up 2. Core inflation up 0.1. I don't think anybody believes that if you ever go to the store. I mean, I don't see anything that I buy that's lower. Employment cost index up 0.6. That seems a little high given the number of people out of work. Chicago PMI 53.4. That seems a little high given the recent fall off in automobile sales. They're starting to come in. Consumer sentiment at 90.4. That can come in less than forecast. And then Baker Hughes rig count was 471 last week. So the focus will be consumer spending and consumer sentiment. Right there, those two numbers. Assuming a close here at 71.25, the first sell is going to be 75 to 80, sell 1. Second sell is going to be 85 to 90. They can go a little bit lower, but maybe not break because of end of the month. So 65 to 70 by 1. Then 55. Now it's to 60 by 2. So I'm kind of guessing a trading range market tomorrow. And again, it's just the powers that be want, it's an election year. They do not want the bottom to fall out of the market. And these people that run our country now, that they do anything and everything to stay in power. It doesn't matter who's voted for them or why. It's all about staying in office and reaping the rewards. There's about 1,000 people that can come from nothing that are guaranteed millionaire status. Incomes never go down, gold-plated health care, and everything else that goes with it. And it's all done because they feed at the public trough. They either sell favors or they direct contracts direct to the crony capitalists. And sending an elected official check for $100,000 at the drop of the hat puts you in a pretty small universe. There are people and corporations that can do that, and they get the ear of the politician. Okay, on the 10-year, higher low, higher high, favors higher prices tomorrow. It's pause day after an auction week. That usually gives us a sideways market. If the E-mini continues to sell, my guess is that treasuries will be higher. Here was the auction right here, the 7-year auction. The market hasn't looked back, so we got pretty good resistance at 130.04. So sell failure to take out 4 to 8, sell 1, 3 to 7, sell 2, 11 to 15. If the E-mini continues to sell, we want no part of the short side. On the buy side, 25, 29 by 1, 21, 17 by 2. I think the economic numbers can come in lower tomorrow than forecast, which would be supportive for treasuries. Okay, looking at the 30-year. Do an I split, which is where the auction was. You can see the 30-year did not perform as well as the 10-year. Today the knob spread was under pressure for most of the day until we went into the auction. Can we get through 163.8 to 12? That's where we are. So first little band of resistance is going to be 4 to 8. Sell 11 to 15. Sell 1. 19 to 23. Sell 2. Again, if the E-mini is selling, I don't want any part of the short side of the market. On the buy side, we're going to have pretty good support right now at 28 to 24. So 17 to 21 will be buy 1. And 9 to 13 will be buy 2. Gold is strong, and this was the outlier today. This was the market wasn't trading as it should compared to the other markets, and that's kind of the first place you go is everything aligned and everything looked right, and gold didn't compared to what was going on in the other markets. So higher low, higher high. Actually, it's an outside day. That could be a trading range. We've got a very, very strong close. Looking for a place to buy it, but can sell failure to extend the Globex range or today's highs. First sell 69 to 71, 74, 76 sell 2, 63, 65 buy 1, 59, 61 buy 2. Like the long side better in gold, like buying weakness over selling into strength. Okay, crude oil. Really trading very, very nicely to the upside right now, defying all fundamental news, which it can do. So we've got a higher low, higher high, which favors higher prices tomorrow. Looking at the F2 screen, we're at 67. They did get stops above 46, so sell 1 is going to be 45, 75, 46. And then we'll make 46.50, 46.75, sell 2. On the buy side, 45 even, 45.25, buy 1. And then 44.50, 44.75, buy 2. Okay, down to the euro, last but not least. It was one of our better trading markets today. And it's been a 114 plus, 112.50 minus market. Especially 114.50 and then buying against 112.50. It didn't really trade with the news today. It based on this early morning news, it should have been higher than it was, but it wasn't. So when bullish news doesn't rally a market, sell it. Higher low, higher high. F1 says it can trade higher tomorrow. Definitely a P. So the issue is, can we get through 113.75, 114? So 13.75, sell 1. 114 even, sell 2. On the buy side, 13.50. And then 13.25. That's it for April 28th. 2016. I will see you bright and early in the morning. Hope you all have a great evening. A little on the cool side here in Wichita. We're supposed to make it up to 65, but haven't yet. Hope we do. Got some tomato plants that won't like temperatures below 50 at night. Y'all have a great evening. I'll see you bright and early in the morning. I've got one more announcement. I think if Gary Etheridge is here, I need to do something with him to help him with his